Hello everyone, Dr. Alan Mandell here. Welcome back to my channel, Science of Healing. Imagine if your body had a hidden reset button, a biological switch that could clean damaged cells, awaken dormant repair systems, and flip your metabolism into fat-burning mode in just one day. This is not science fiction. This is biology. And every human body has this built-in survival program. When you stop eating for a short period, your body doesn't panic. It adapts. Within hours, insulin levels begin to fall, blood sugar stabilizes, and your cells shift from burning sugar to burning stored fat. Scientists call this metabolic switching, and research from the National Institutes of Health shows this switch can happen within 12 to 16 hours. At that moment, something extraordinary begins inside you. Your cells enter a deep cleaning state known as autophagy, a process that literally means self-eating, where damaged, aging, and dysfunctional cellular parts are broken down and recycled. This is the same process linked to longevity in animal models and Nobel Prize-winning research. When autophagy activates, your body becomes younger at the cellular level, removing toxic debris that accelerates aging, inflammation, and disease. But here's the shocking part. Fasting doesn't just clean cells, it can stimulate stem cells, the master cells responsible for regeneration. Studies from the University of Southern California found that short-term fasting cycles triggered stem cell regeneration in the immune system, essentially rebooting the body's defense and repair mechanisms. Think about that. In a world obsessed with expensive anti-aging treatments, your body already has a built-in rejuvenation program that activates when you simply give it a break from constant eating. And while this is happening, your fat stores are no longer protected. With insulin low and growth hormone rising, sometimes by up to 5 times, your body starts unlocking stubborn fat that normally refuses to budge. Growth hormone is a powerful fat-burning and tissue repair hormone, and fasting is one of the strongest natural ways to increase it. This is why many people notice reduced belly fat, improved muscle tone, and clearer skin after even short fasting routines. But the emotional truth is deeper than numbers and hormones. For decades, humans evolved in cycles of feast and famine. Our genes are programmed for periods without food. Constant eating is unnatural to our biology, and it keeps the body locked in storage mode. When you fast for a day, you are returning to your ancestral blueprint, activating survival pathways that modern lifestyles have shut down. Your mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside every cell, become more efficient, producing energy while burning fat. This increases mental clarity, focus, and physical energy. Many people report feeling sharper, calmer, and more alert during fasting because the brain begins using ketones, a cleaner and more efficient fuel than glucose. There is also a powerful anti-inflammatory effect. Chronic inflammation is the silent driver of aging, heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. Short-term fasting has been shown to reduce inflammatory markers like CRP and cytokines, giving your body a break from constant immune activation. And then there is the emotional side of control. When you complete a single day of intentional fasting, you prove to yourself that you are not controlled by cravings, habits, or food schedules. You regain agency over your body. This psychological reset is as powerful as the biological one. It reminds you that your body is resilient, intelligent, and designed to heal. One day may seem small, but in that day, trillions of cells are repairing, resetting, and rejuvenating. Stem cells awaken, fat cells release energy, damaged proteins are cleared, and your metabolism recalibrates. It is like pressing a reset button on your internal operating system. And the most shocking fact of all is this. Pharmaceutical companies are trying to replicate these effects with expensive drugs while your body can achieve many of the same pathways naturally through short-term fasting. This is not about starvation, it is about strategic rest, for your metabolism. It is about allowing your biology to do what it was designed to do. Try it for one day. Give your body the space to repair, regenerate, and reset. You are not just skipping meals. You are activating ancient survival systems, unlocking stem cell activity, and turning stubborn fat into fuel. And in that quiet biological storm happening beneath your skin, your body is quietly becoming stronger, leaner, and younger. When people talk about stem cells, they often imagine futuristic laboratories, injections, and billion-dollar therapies. But what most people don't realize is that the environment inside your body determines whether stem cells thrive or die, and that environment is shaped largely by what you eat. Every bite you take is a chemical message sent to your cells, either telling them to repair, regenerate, and survive, or to inflame, damage, and age faster. Deep inside your tissues, stem cells sit quietly, waiting for signals that it is safe to grow, divide, and heal. But when your body is flooded with sugar, ultra-processed foods, and inflammatory fats, those signals become distorted. Chronic inflammation, oxidative stress, and insulin spikes create a hostile environment where stem cells become less active, less efficient, and more likely to age prematurely. This is why diet is not just about weight loss. It is about whether your body stays in repair mode or decay mode. Antioxidant-rich foods act like a protective shield around stem cells. Blueberries, for example, are packed with anthocyanins, compounds shown to reduce oxidative stress in stem cells and improve brain cell regeneration in animal studies. Scientists have observed that diets rich in berries improve cognitive function and slow brain aging, suggesting that stem cells in the brain may remain more resilient when protected by antioxidants. Green tea contains EGCG, a powerful polyphenol that has been shown to enhance stem cell survival and reduce cellular damage. In laboratory studies, EGCG has been linked to improved mitochondrial function and reduced DNA damage, two key factors in cellular longevity. When your mitochondria function efficiently, your stem cells have the energy they need to divide and repair tissues. Turmeric, especially when combined with black pepper, contains curcumin, a compound that reduces inflammation and may influence stem cell signaling pathways. Chronic inflammation is one of the biggest enemies of stem cell regeneration. Inflammatory cytokines can push stem cells into dysfunction or premature aging. Curcumin has been shown in research to downregulate these inflammatory signals, creating a biological environment that supports regeneration rather than destruction. Then there are cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, kale, cabbage, and cauliflower. These foods contain sulforaphane, a compound that activates a powerful cellular defense system known as NRF2. When NRF2 is activated, your cells increase their production of detoxifying and antioxidant enzymes. This protects stem cells from toxins and oxidative damage, which is critical because stem cells are extremely sensitive to environmental stress. In polluted, inflamed, or toxic environments, stem cells simply cannot thrive. Healthy fats also play a crucial role. Omega-3 fatty acids from fatty fish, flax seeds, and walnuts have been shown to reduce inflammation and support brain stem cell function. Studies suggest omega-3s may promote neurogenesis, the formation of new neurons, which is directly tied to stem cell activity in the brain. Olive oil, rich in polyphenols, has been associated with reduced aging markers and improved metabolic health. When insulin levels are stable and inflammation is low, stem cells receive the signal that the body is in a safe, nourished state and can invest energy into repair and regeneration. Protein from whole foods provides the amino acids necessary for tissue rebuilding. Stem cells cannot create new tissue without raw materials. But the type of protein matters. Whole food sources like eggs, fish, legumes, and lean meats provide essential nutrients without the inflammatory additives found in ultra-processed protein products. This balance between nourishment and inflammation is the delicate dance that determines whether stem cells flourish or fade. What is shocking is how fast diet can change this internal environment. Research shows that switching to a whole food, anti-inflammatory diet can reduce inflammatory markers in days to weeks. In some studies, participants saw improvements in insulin sensitivity and oxidative stress markers within a single week. This means that stem cells may begin receiving healthier signals almost immediately. Your body is not waiting years to respond. It is responding in real time. Every meal is a vote for regeneration or degeneration, and the emotional truth is that most people unknowingly sabotage their stem cells every day. Sugary drinks, refined carbohydrates, and industrial seed oils create spikes in insulin and chronic low-grade inflammation. This environment tells stem cells that the body is under stress, that resources are unstable, and that repair should be postponed. Over time, this leads to slower healing, accelerated aging, and increased disease risk. But when you feed your body real, colorful, nutrient-dense foods, you send a different message. You tell your cells that the environment is safe, stable, and abundant. Stem cells respond by dividing, repairing tissues, and maintaining youthful function. This is why diet is one of the most powerful longevity tools we have. It is not about perfection. It is about shifting the biological conversation inside your body. Imagine trillions of microscopic workers inside you, waiting for instructions. With every meal, you are either empowering them to rebuild your body or forcing them to fight damage instead of creating new life. The most shocking fact is that many anti-aging drugs aim to mimic the pathways activated by these natural foods. Scientists are trying to replicate the effects of polyphenols, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory compounds in pill form, yet nature already packaged these compounds in fruits, vegetables, teas, spices, and healthy fats. You don't need a futuristic lab to support your stem cells. You need a grocery list that looks more like a garden and less like a factory. When you choose foods that reduce inflammation, stabilize blood sugar, and protect mitochondria, you are not just eating for energy. You are eating for regeneration. You are eating for longevity. You are eating to give your stem cells a fighting chance to keep you young, strong, and resilient. And the most powerful realization is this: your body is listening. Every bite is a signal. Every day is a chance to shift from aging mode to healing mode. Your stem cells are waiting. The question is, what message will you send them today? Imagine a signal so powerful that it awakens dormant cells, mobilizes your body's repair systems, and flips your metabolism into fat-burning mode. Yet it doesn't come from a pill, a supplement, or a high-tech machine. It comes from movement. Not intense workouts or grueling training, but simple, intentional motion that most people take for granted every day. Walking, stretching, even light activity can trigger biological processes that literally change the way your body regenerates. Studies have shown that when you engage in just 20 to 30 minutes of moderate activity, the number of circulating stem cells in your bloodstream increases dramatically. These are the cells responsible for repairing damaged tissues, regenerating organs, and even supporting cognitive function. In one groundbreaking study, researchers observed that after light aerobic exercise, participants had a surge of stem cells mobilize from the bone marrow into circulation, essentially sending a wave of repair-ready cells to every corner of the body. This is remarkable because these cells are normally dormant, quietly waiting for the signal that it is safe and necessary to act. Movement is that signal, and the effects go beyond stem cells. Exercise releases signaling molecules called myokines. These are proteins produced by muscles during contraction that travel through the bloodstream, communicating with organs and tissues. Myokines tell fat cells to release stored energy. tell the liver to optimize metabolism, and tell the immune system to reduce inflammation. In essence, your muscles act as command centers, orchestrating a full-body symphony of regeneration and fat burning. But the truth is shocking. Most people walk past this opportunity every day. Sitting for hours at a time suppresses stem cell activity, slows metabolism, and increases the risk of chronic diseases. A sedentary lifestyle is one of the greatest threats to cellular regeneration. The body evolved in an environment where humans moved constantly, walked long distances, climbed and carried loads. Modern chairs, cars, and elevators have turned our biology upside down. By reintroducing simple movement, you tap into a mechanism honed over millions of years of evolution. And the beauty of this is that even gentle activity has profound effects. In older adults, research shows that consistent walking increases bone density, improves cardiovascular function, and stimulates stem cells in muscles and bone marrow. This is why stubborn fat, which resists diet alone, often melts when movement is combined with nutritional strategy. Fat is not just an energy store, it is hormonally active tissue that responds to signals. Exercise increases the release of catecholamines, signaling molecules that tell fat cells to break down stored triglycerides. At the same time, increased blood flow ensures that nutrients and oxygen reach tissues, providing the fuel stem cells need to repair and regenerate. And there is another fascinating dimension. Exercise enhances mitochondrial function. Mitochondria are the powerhouses of cells, producing the energy necessary for every biological process. When mitochondria function efficiently, stem cells have the energy to divide and repair tissues, and fat cells are more readily mobilized for fuel. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that even moderate walking increases mitochondrial biogenesis, the process by which new mitochondria are formed, improving metabolic flexibility and endurance. Emotionally, movement is empowering. It gives you immediate feedback that you are actively participating in your own health. Each step tells your body, I'm ready, I am alive, I want to heal. There is a psychological boost here that amplifies the physiological effects. Your nervous system shifts, stress hormones decrease, and circulation improves, creating an environment where stem cells can thrive. Some of the most astonishing findings come from studies on older adults. In people over 60, regular walking and light resistance activity not only improved muscle strength, but also increased circulating progenitor cells, the precursors to stem cells that repair tissues. Essentially, the body is listening and responding, even in later decades of life, proving that regeneration is never truly out of reach, and the effect compounds over time. Regular movement maintains stem cell activity, reduces chronic inflammation, improves insulin sensitivity, and prevents the accumulation of stubborn fat. Every day you move is another day your body signals that it is safe to repair, rebuild, and regenerate. You do not need a gym membership, expensive equipment, or intense routines. A simple daily walk, a few minutes of stretching, or even light housework can create a surge of biological activity that most people never realize is happening. And when combined with proper nutrition and strategic fasting, the effects multiply. Stem cells are energized, mitochondria are optimized, fat is mobilized, and your body enters a state of youthful resilience. It is as if the simple act of moving awakens an army of microscopic healers inside you, working quietly to repair tissues, burn fat, and rejuvenate every organ system. Imagine trillions of tiny repair machines waiting for your signal. Each step, each motion tells them to activate, mobilize, and repair. You are not just walking, you are commanding a cellular revolution. And the most shocking part? This mechanism is largely ignored by modern medicine, which focuses on pharmaceuticals and interventions, while nature has provided a simple, accessible, and profoundly effective way to regenerate. You hold the key in your own legs, your own muscles, your own willingness to move. For one day, for one step, for one walk, you can trigger a cascade of regenerative signals that literally changes the way your body heals and burns fat. The microscopic effects translate to visible results: leaner body composition, stronger muscles, sharper cognition, and improved energy. Movement is medicine, stem cells are the surgeons, and you are the patient who holds the power to turn the switch on. And the truth is undeniable. Your body evolved to move, and every time you embrace that movement, you awaken its ancient regenerative intelligence. So stand up, step forward, and let your body do what it was designed to do. Walk, stretch, move gently, and know that with each motion, stem cells are awakening, fat is being burned, mitochondria are thriving, and your body is quietly becoming younger, stronger, and more resilient than it was yesterday.